Yes, people. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to every single one of you. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. Almost 10 minutes to go plus extra time. Is this Arsenal year? Let's find out. Straight after the game, make sure that stay tuned. We'll be doing the match review, giving our thoughts, analysing the game and all the key moments as well. And do me a massive favor, please keep smashing the like, share this stream as well. And always remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It's free, does not cost anything. Big up to everyone in the chat. I actually got quite a few comments in a live chat to go through. I will try and go through them once the game is over. And yeah, typical, it's actually been a good game. Tottenham hasn't been that bad. They had enough chances to score at least 2 goals. Yeah, first half at Arsenal, you expect Tottenham to be better in the second half. But match review straight after. Free kick for Arsenal, maybe the 3-0. Some of you in the live chat might be ahead of me because it always seems to be like, a minute
I'm on.
behind, half minute behind. What minute? By the way, welcome to my channel. How are you?
I'm good. Seeing Spurs lose is quality, but yeah, I'm good.
Yes.
Hopefully,
You know how happy I am always to see Spurs losing. And sorry, what minute are you now?
77-20. 77.
Yes, I'm basically the same as well. Other guys just going to take a free. That's a free kick, by the way. And what's a mistake by Lloris again?
Oh my!
Lloris keep costing Tottenham too many points, especially this season. But straight after the game, we'll be doing the match review. Big up to everyone in the chat. Look, at the end of the day, Gunnar Ferreira. I'm not Gunnar, my man. I don't support Arsenal. By the way, is kind of you only got 1 letter on your name, on your channel, on YouTube accounts. By the way, my man, big up to you. At the end of the day, it's all love, right? We all have a different opinion. We just have to respect everyone's opinion. And even if I do not agree with, some of stuff you say, you may not agree with some of the stuff I said. But it's all love. Remember that, my man. All love. But yeah, keep smashing the like, people, and
Oh,
it's definitely going to be an interesting match reaction because I will probably have an Arsenal fan as well with me, and yeah, I mean, what a
who
way
does?
to win North London of Derby,
Yeah,
and seeing City got beat by Man United, seeing once again, and now Liverpool and Chelsea, they're too
yeah.
far. They
Let's not
got
discuss
absolutely no
Liverpool.
chance for that. Sorry.
Let's not discuss Liverpool, please. That is another.
No, we're not talking about Liverpool. Sorry, putting other stuff now. I do not get why Antonio Conte, right, only made his first changing at 70 minutes. And people telling me he's a top manager.
No,
And
he is
people still believe Tottenham will finish top four. It's just a joke, honestly.
like Tottenham
Absolutely.
versus Palace. No, because they beat Palace 4-0. I think everyone thought they'll get top four because they beat Tottenham Palace 4-0. It's just Palace, man.
What did I say to you when they beat Palace 4-0? And I actually made a short clip about it. And I
Oh
said
yeah, I
just
saw
because
that. Yeah.
Palace 4-0 and they're seeing Liverpool and Chelsea dropping points, they still think they're going to finish fourth. And they're trying to make me believe they will finish fourth. That said, I've
And,
said in too many videos. I'm not going to
and
say.
as it stands,
I'm not
they are. Yeah. Hold on. They are 5 points
um,
behind Man United. 5.
Conte is a top manager with money. Absolutely agree with you. With no money, he usually is. That's why he's going to fail in Spurs. Absolutely spot on, my man.
Yeah.
I've said this lots of times, my man. Lots and lots of times. And yes, and I think this is coming from, I think he's a Tottenham fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yes, he's spot on. But the thing is, I've said this lots and lots of times. He cannot take the best of the squad that he has. That is a very poor squad. It's funny how last night I was in a nightclub, like at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I remember I was talking about football in a nightclub, right? I was dancing and talking about the beautiful game with a West Ham fan, and it was actually mentioned about Tottenham with Antonio Conte, and everyone agrees. Everyone in the club yesterday with me agree with like what I say about Antonio Conte and Tottenham. And he says, it's me from WhatsApp. Of course, I know it's you. You always have different accounts. He's like, come on, you just have a million
Here
accounts.
we go.
Anyways, I know it's you, my man.
Come on,
Hazard. Hazard is
come
your
on,
name,
first
my
of all.
brother. And yeah, big up to you, my man. And you know that I don't like Tottenham. You know what I think about Tottenham. So, free kick, son. Ransley again. He's
Who?
having a good game. He's made some very, very good
Son,
saves.
man.
And
I think we
remember,
need to
people,
discuss.
as well, tonight, El Clásico, Supercopa de España, final between Real Madrid, Barcelona, vamos Barça. Tottenham in the box, Kulusevski inside the box, clear out. Again, Son still. Son just been so poor.
Son,
Richarlison, Cross.
we need to discuss Son here. Oh my god, what is happening?
Huh?
What is happening? It's too much here. And this Ramsdale gets anyway.
Oh, again, Richarlison in the box. Runs me.
I think we need to discuss Son. I want to discuss Son after this game. Because Son needs to have a discussion here. We need to discuss Son.
Son this season, honestly. Son this season has been like Lloris.
Come on, Arsenal, make it embarrassing. I want this to be 3.
Right, 82 minutes, people. Arsenal sacking alright.
Arsenal are going to win the league. Arsenal are going to win the league. They look at the moment. They do. They do.
By the
look
look of it, looks like they will. Vamos. What, this is gonna be, and now it's still plenty of time to go. Tottenham always seems to find a way to come back in a lot of games, but I don't think they will today. But who knows? But Arsenal win today, I'm telling you, not only just like gonna give them, gonna put in my head even more City and Newcastle and Man United.
Harry Kane?
And also will give them so
Son?
much confidence.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, I know.
Spurs are creating, guys. So let's not say
They are. They're actually creating chances. To be honest, I am actually surprised. They definitely deserve a goal at least.
But if they get a goal,
I'm disappointed with Arsenal in the second half. To be honest, I very, very disappointing. But look, Tottenham is the one that is behind. You expect Tottenham to be the one that put in the fight in the second half.
They done this against us as well.
Corner and Ramsey. Yeah, he's having a very, very, very good game.
Oh, Kulusevski. Oh, good save from Ramsdale. That is a very good save, actually. I don't know if that worked. Damn it, Spurs, man. If they get a goal, game on.
No. That's what I mean. If Tottenham gets a goal.
Oh, Spurs fans, I mean, look, they done this against us.
Says, I've just have this account, so I could sub to you from many. I think you remember. Yeah, I think I do, my man. Yeah, I appreciate the support, definitely.
Big up.
No, the thing is, he's a good kid, and yeah, he loves his club, and I get he's very passionate for Tottenham. I know him for a long time, but he just have to see the reality of a club that has a president that does not care about a club. He only cares. He cares about a club money wise, but he does not care about the fans. And he does not care like seeing a club winning trophies. And definitely time for a change. I cannot believe how this guy's been at Tottenham for so long. And yeah, it pissed me off because most of the Tottenham fan base, I would say 95% of Tottenham fan base, I don't like it. And I actually have that 5% that is left. I actually have very, very good friends that is Tottenham fans. But that 95% of Tottenham fans is just disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. I have never seen. And a lot of people tells me like, why do you don't like Tottenham? Even English, you don't support any English club and stuff. It's just because I grow up like hearing Tottenham fans, most of them talking like they're a big club. They're not a big club. Please stop telling me.
What trophies have they won?
Club. Sorry?
They haven't won any trophies, so they can't chat.
It says Atalanta 6-1, look, man, but Atalanta not getting the top 4 in the Serie A. That is not why. Good start of the season, but nah, it's not the same Atalanta it was 2 years ago. I'm not a kid. I'm 17. Yes, I mean, you know what I mean. I don't mean to say like a kid that you mean you're a kid, You're a good boy. let's say, yeah. Is that a free kick for Tottenham?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna look. I had no
That's
this
actually a
first three
dirty
games.
free kick.
Yeah, dangerous.
Might be, yeah, that might be Son. Who
I mean,
knows?
look, I'll say this about I did say Spurs will get top four first three games. I did think Spurs will get top four just because how good they were playing.
Oh yeah, but if he is, yeah, the guy is in a live chat. He knows me. He knows I keep saying since even before the season start. I said Tottenham will not get top four. He knows it's true. He's been following me, a long time since I had my YouTube channel, basically, and he knows that he's seen me talking about Tottenham in other channels as well, and he's in there. He knows I'm not lying. He will say that I have always said this. It doesn't matter. Tottenham may go and beat City. I don't think they will. They got City on Thursday, I think. Is it Thursday or
Yeah,
Wednesday night?
I'm not
Thursday,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, absolutely
how
crazy.
this going? Can Spurs get a goal to create a nervy ending? Yeah, that just sums up Son. Sums up Son.
Sun is up to Sun is up to Sun stuff as usually. This season, Sun just
Yeah.
been absolute shock and shame because he's a quality player. I think both fits as well. We don't see many out there, and yes, he's
Oh, Ramsdale gets it.
ooh, yeah.
Oh,
He is for me. He's still a very good player.
okay. So,
Kulusevski.
he's
Um,
commented.
but Spurs is not going to get top four if they don't sign two top players, January, a centre back, and
Yeah,
if Spurs get Pedro Porro, maybe I don't think he's getting him.
you
The
will
right,
go. I think they
the
will.
right back from Sporting Lisbon. It's funny how I've mentioned about him. I made a post about him like months ago, right? And I actually said how good he was, and I said if Tottenham needs a right, it's funny as well that I said if Tottenham really needs the right back, right? There's one in here, and I actually mentioned about Pedro Porro. This was a post that I did on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on all my social media platforms, and yeah, he's a good player, definitely. The fans
Yeah,
are putting pressure on the board. We need to
yeah,
put more
definitely.
until they are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, my man. And also, Antonio Conte needs to go because Antonio Conte is no. I'm sorry, but I know a lot of people's gonna say about who can succeed at Tottenham. No, non-managers like top managers that not well. Mourinho was the only top manager you had, and yeah, you had some good managers, but honestly, it's hard. I know it's hard, but come on, still should get the best out there.
Yeah, Arsenal and
89
Paul.
minutes now.
Arsenal and Paul the
Let's
second
see.
half, but
Uh,
yes, Arsenal and Paul the second half, but I mean,
yeah.
Spurs should be attacking anyways.
Mm.
Fans are leaving. I mean,
Of
no,
course they're leaving. Of course.
I
This
don't
is
know.
going to be embarrassed. And you know what? They're going to get beat. And the funny thing is, right, they will get beat most likely by City. And then that's just going to put their gap into that fourth
Oh,
place even higher.
Son, can
It would
Son
be
try and?
it would be funny if Tottenham scored
Oh,
two
he's
goals while all
offside.
the fans is leaving. But yeah, once again, how poor Son. Son is well pissed off with Perisic. He's losing his temper with Perisic.
Such a shot. I think he did a shot. You just scored.
I know he's losing his temper with
I think we should go for
Perisic.
Son. I think we should
Uh,
really. I think we should go for Son. Like if we didn't get a Diaz or like and I would have taken Son, but we already have Diaz and Gakpo, so like we don't need him but anymore. But if you told me we'll get Son before we got
yeah.
Gakpo and Diaz, I would have taken them. But Harry Kane, man, I think he seems like he's going to United next season. It seems like
Mm-hmm.
I think he will because
Oh,
Spurs.
yes. Richarlison just made a free kick as well.
Harry Kane doesn't deserve this, man. I feel bad for Harry Kane, man.
And
I feel bad for Harry Kane because he's such a good player, world class, and he has to deal with no trophies. That's going to ruin his legacy. Ramsdale just got man of the match on Sky Sports.
yeah, he made, to be honest, he actually made some very, very, very good chances. He did actually made some
But Arsenal United next.
good save.
Damn
Sorry,
it.
good saves. He actually made some very,
Yeah.
very, very good saves.
But United versus Arsenal next weekend. It's Arsenal United next weekend. That's gonna be a tasty one.
That's gonna be an interesting one. Just trying to change the title of this stream because once the game is over, it's just probably gonna have probably hundreds and hundreds of people watching us.
Yeah.
So
I mean, unless Spurs can do it in 4 minutes, unless they can score 2 goals in 4 minutes.
nah, I don't think they will come back. Unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna come back.
I don't want them to. I don't even want them to.
Nah.
Ramsdale just wasting time going on the floor, which this is embarrassing, man. Spurs, man, they are awful. Like, they need to sack Conte. His style's not working. Like, also man's enjoying it in the end. But Odegaard's second goal is good, man. What a goal from Odegaard.
Yeah, great finish, but very poor defense and the midfield as well. And you know, Arsenal won that ball from the defense, and then it was quick counter attack, but it wasn't no one's in there to stop as well. And yeah, I mean, very poor. But we're gonna go through all the key moments and everything once the game is over.
And we even said before the game, like, you can't even see Spurs winning. Like, there was literally only a point you can get. Like, I did say Spurs had a chance of winning, but I didn't, let's say, 100% my result because I wasn't sure if I could trust Spurs to turn up because they never turn up in the first half for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's true.
But they had a decent start though. If you actually look at the first 2 minutes, they actually were up for it, and then Lloris did a mistake, stupid goalkeeping, and then that gave Arsenal the upper hand, really. Oh, Millie's gonna be happy. Millie's gonna be happy when she comes in.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100% she will be happy. Guarantee you, 100% she's gonna be very, 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 very happy.
Odegaard's coming off for Vieira, and then Ketty is coming off for Smith Rowe.
Yep.
So they are rotating for the Arsenal and United game coming up, which is going to be a massive game. But I wonder who
Man City. Do that in here, like it's going to be the match review anytime now, so the game is basically over. There's not much to talk about. We'll go through everyone in the chat. Big up to everyone. Keep smashing the likes, people. And yes, vamos.
Oh my God! So Man City have Tottenham at home on Thursday, which I think they're going to win that. And they got Wolves at home, which they're going to win that, I think. And then they got Arsenal at home. And then they got Tottenham again.
Yeah, we definitely will go through Arsenal next games and Tottenham next games as well. By the look of it, honestly, it definitely looks like it's going to be Arsenal year. Big up to all the Gunners. And yes,
Gunners are enjoying their time.
Crazy. He said, "I'm gonna go, brother. Have a great time." Yes. You too, man. Take care. And yeah.
Tottenham, man, they're awful, man. Like, Tottenham are they're playing. Even their style is awful. Like, at least if they play good football, and lost, I would have been like, okay, at least they tried something. They don't even try anything.
Boring. But the thing is, like, they do create chances, and like today, they had, plenty of chances, especially in the second half. Even in the first half, right? Son had a very good chance, and Kane had a very good chance at the end of the first half. And like, all it takes them is to get that one goal in, give them confidence to come back. They seem to create chances, and it's not that they do not play good football. Anyways, it's finished. Game is over.
Yeah,
game is over. It's over now. Big up to every single one of you. Full time. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. And people still telling me now, Tottenham, people try, to make me believe that Tottenham will finish top 4, right? Once again, right? I mean, I wouldn't say that was really bad today, because there wasn't, They had a few chances, but still. And I said Arsenal was going to beat them. I said this last week, right? I said they was happy because they beat Crystal Palace 4-0, but they're just going to get beat by Arsenal next game. And I was right. And yes, they will definitely get help for. But otherwise, big up to you, my man. Really appreciate you coming along. Arsenal, Alberto in a live chat says, Force Arsenal. Big up to you, Alberto. Keep smashing the likes on this video, please, people. Let me know what was your thoughts as well about the game and what's a win by Arsenal. I mean, is this Arsenal year? My man, come on, you're the right man. I know you're not an Arsenal fan, but as a neutral fan with a good football knowledge, tell me about this Arsenal. Tell me about it. Tell me about our first half, second half.
It's a different Arsenal, different mentality for some reason, which, I mean, they impressed me. Like today, especially that second half, they weren't great, but they didn't concede any goals and they just got a clean sheet versus, people will say Spurs are rubbish. It's still Spurs, okay? They still have Kane up front, they still have someone Kulusevski as well. So, but professional performance.
Yeah.
Professional performance. Very professional performance.
Yeah. So what did you make on that first half? Obviously, the first goal came from a massive mistake. Once again, Hugo Lloris has cost Tottenham a lot this season. You know, Hugo Lloris is getting to the stage of his career now that he retired from international football, right? This season, it hasn't been the best season as well for Tottenham. Overall, the team has been shocking. But yeah, Hugo Lloris has cost a lot this season. And another mistake. But the thing is, he makes mistakes that will cost them the game. But then in that game, in the same game, Hugo Lloris seems to just try and, cover the mistake he did. And he actually made some good saves as well. And it's just don't know what to say about Hugo Lloris, because Hugo Lloris won, a few trophies with France, and he played for France for so many games. He's been at Spurs for so many years. He have saved Spurs in many games. But I mean, what did you make of that mistake? That goal completely killed, because that gave Arsenal confidence. Arsenal was keep on top of them, creating chances as well. Man, just tell me what is going on with Hugo Lloris.
Lloris is so overrated, I swear, man. Like, he had a decent World Cup. Like, I'm not calling him rubbish, but like, Spurs fans overhype him a bit, which I don't get. Like, he's not that great. They need a goalkeeper for the future. Like, I don't know. I mean, you can go for Lafont. I mean, he's one of the potential you can go for. I mean, but Lloris, he's awful. Like, he has a good game in him, but then he has a bad game in him. Like, when it comes to a bigger stage, he doesn't turn up, which doesn't help Spurs at all. And I think, like, obviously, they got AC Milan in the Champions League. I think they beat them because AC Milan don't look that great. But I think they're going to get knocked out quarterfinals at least, Spurs, because their football is so unsustainable. You can't do this. Even, like, Arsenal just, okay, yeah, you lost versus Arsenal, understandable. Arsenal are a better side than you. But you almost lost to Brentford. You almost lost to Palace. They got destroyed second half. But first half, they were the better side. I think there needs to be Conte out, but then the owners are at fault because they're not backing Conte, which doesn't help Conte because he wants to do the style where he wants. And there's not the quality is not there for Conte to do his style, because Emerson Royale is not good enough. Let's be honest. Emerson Royale's terrible.
Nah, he's a terrible player. I mean, I've said this a few times. I don't know how this guy make into a footballer, honestly. I don't know how Emerson Royale made into
apparently Barca got him.
I know. Trust
he just
me.
sold them.
The Barca sold him. Made money with him, because come on, honestly.
And then you have Dyer. You have Dyer, he had a decent season, to be fair, but he's not great. Romero's the only centre back that's decent. The rest are terrible. Perisic, okay, fine, he's good. Bentancur's good. Højbjerg, he's alright. The rest, Basuma's flopped. I thought he would be much more better. Basuma's just flopped. Like, I think if it was a better side, I think he would have been doing better. But since
I remember that Basuma is playing on that tactic that he wasn't used to, right?
Yeah.
And he had a few injuries as well. And it's just the style of Antonio Conte is definitely
I
not
think
for his game.
he would have fitted Chelsea and Liverpool better because Liverpool need him desperately, and he would have fitted us perfectly. He would have fitted Chelsea. I know Chelsea and Basel, but if they got Bissouma in, that's a very good midfielder. And their front
Yeah.
three, obviously, they put Ali Richarlison. I think their front four you can keep. But I don't think Kane is staying. Kane's going next season. He's not me a Tottenham player next season because they're not going to win any trophy. I don't think they're winning any trophies. If they don't get top four. I don't think Kane would want to leave. I think Son would want to leave too. I think he could go to a club like Bayern Munich or something like that because I know Son's having a bad season, but can you blame him? Like he's like I don't know what's wrong. I think Son's the only one I can debate for. He's had trouble. Kane's had a good season, but Kane needs to leave for his career. He needs to leave. He just has to.
If he wants to win a trophy, he
Yeah.
definitely needs to leave. But yeah, that did you think that Lloris mistake, right? Because Arsenal, start the game as typical Arsenal, right? With all the power, start the game flying, creating chances, moving the ball so good between lines. And did you thought that Hugo Lloris mistake straight away? When you saw the mistake, did you thought that would definitely cause them this game straight away?
Yeah, because they needed to go. They needed to stay in the game. They needed to stay in the game to beat Arsenal. Or Millie's in the chat. Millie.
Millie's in the chat. Yeah, I will get back to you. Good evening, Millie.
Oh,
Good
Millie.
evening, Millie. Happy days. Tottenham who? Tottenham who?
Yeah,
Tottenham
Tottenham.
who? Tottenham is what? Tottenham is what? Shit. What do I
Yeah.
keep saying about Tottenham? What do I keep saying about Tottenham? Huh? Not Orlando is what? Red. What do I
Yeah.
keep? Why do I keep saying about Tottenham? Is Tottenham what? A small club. Why do I keep saying about Tottenham?
No
That they won't
trophies.
get into the top four.
No
What do I keep
trophies.
saying about Tottenham? They are shit. What do I keep saying about Antonio Conte? That he's shit. But anyways, big up to you, Millie. Yes, happy days. I told you, Millie. I did told you that Arsenal was going to beat Tottenham. Why did you not believe me? You've been watching me enough to know when football Ferreira says something, it's gonna happen. What did I told you, Millie, right? I was in a club last night at 4 o'clock in the morning, in a club dancing, and I was talking about football, right? And I was saying to this guy that is a West Ham fan, I said to him that Arsenal is going to be Tottenham. Antonio Conte is a very poor manager, and all that kind of stuff. Even in the club, I was saying, how bad is Tottenham? Millie, by the way, going back to you about the question I asked you about our first goal.
I think Lloris cost Tottenham because I was just saying Tottenham. I'll just finish it. I just want to say Tottenham. I think if Tottenham stayed in the game, Tottenham needs to stay in the game. If they had any chance of getting a result, they needed to hang on until half time. At least stay at 1-0, go 1-0 down. That's it. Don't concede anymore because Arsenal, when they're 2-0 up, they are dangerous. Arsenal have a good defense. That you're not scoring 2 goals versus Arsenal. But yeah, that's what I want to say. Really, Tottenham who? Yeah, Tottenham who? They're not getting top
The thing
4,
is,
right?
right, in our first half, right, I've mentioned this already in the first half. Son had a very good chance, yeah. He could have equalised, and then Kane had one at the end. Because if Kane would have scored at the end of the first half, the game would have been completely different. In the second half, we knew that Tottenham always like, to be in 1-0 down, 2-0 down, then trying to come back. Yeah, they did had a lot of chances in the second half. But before moving into the second half, right, that even in the first half, right, I know Tottenham had 2 very good chances, but Arsenal was always the better team. Was the better team that in defence, in the midfield, attacking, moving the ball, creating between spaces, breaking between lines and stuff. Arsenal was just so confident with the ball. The way they was moving the ball so quickly as well. Is, you know what? And I'm actually going to say this, and I've said this a few times, and I said, like, Arsenal is not only just because Arsenal is top of the league, but Arsenal definitely, for me, by far, has been the best team in the Premier League and the team that plays the better football, the most attractive football. And me, as a Barca fan, right, that I've watched my Barca playing, the best football I've ever seen in my life, right? And seeing this Arsenal play at times, yeah, remind me. I'm not going to compare, of course. Arsenal will never be as close as my Barca from 2009, my Barca
Yeah,
from 2011, 2000,
no
the
one
Barca
beats
from
that.
2015 as
Yeah,
well. And
no one beats them.
do you know what? I actually enjoy watching this Arsenal. As a neutral fan, when you watch this Arsenal at a minute, it's just like they have everything that you want your club. You
It's
know,
basically Liverpool in 2019-20, where they were looking good. Yeah, I mean, look, I think they're winning the league. I, I mean, I've said this. I think Arsenal winning the league. I think look, if you're mad about Madrid, all I'm saying is he costs too much. Don't get too mad about Madrid. Felix, maybe you can get mad about Felix because Felix is much better than Madrid, in my opinion. Like, I think Felix, but I think they need a midfielder more because their midfield is a. See, you see Partey today. When Partey is playing, they're good. You can't stop when Partey is playing. When Partey is not playing, you can see there's a bit of a hole. Like Partey, though, he's such a key part in this Arsenal team that when he plays, Arsenal are very, very dangerous. Like they are.
yeah. But it's
Like,
funny about you mentioned about Thomas Partey, right? That shot that he hit the
oh,
post,
that was a very.
that would have been what a goal that would have been. But it's funny, look, Alberto's still in the live chat, I think. Big up to everyone who's watching. Keep smashing the like. Surprise Sunday afternoon. Not many people, by the way, watching. I've had have at least 200 people watching this, but never mind. Alberto, he was in my live stream. This was before the World Cup. We was mentioned, and I said this even before the season started. I said, if if Arsenal can keep Thomas Partey fit, right, Arsenal will have a good season, right? Thomas Partey is the most important player. And you know what? In the first game of the season, yeah, that Tottenham, Arsenal already beat Tottenham at the Emirates this season 3-1. And I remember when I did the previews for that game, and I said, because Thomas Partey wasn't sure if he was going to play that game, and I said, if Thomas Partey plays this game, Arsenal will definitely beat Tottenham. If Thomas Partey does not play, it may finish a draw. And I remember Partey played and having an amazing game, and I think he scored an amazing goal as well. And yeah, like it's just funny. Like Thomas Partey is just a different class. The guy is how good he is without the ball, right? People don't realize this. Is how good he is without the ball. And big up to Liam. Good to see you, my man. I'm gonna go through everyone in the live chat. Keep smashing the like on the stream, please. Really, really need your support, guys. Come on, keep smashing the like. But yeah, he's like Thomas Partey. How good is Thomas Partey? He's good with the ball, but how good he is with the ball.
I mean,
Is some people actually realize how good is Thomas Partey without the ball, right? Because if you want to be a top footballer, you need to know how to play without a ball, right? And Thomas Partey knows how to play
yeah,
without the
I
ball.
think he's one of the best DMs in this Premier League. Like, I mean, I remember the first season when he was terrible. Like, I didn't think he would become good after the first season he had. And second season he was all right. And then we're seeing now Partey, the real Partey now this season, where he's stepping up for Arsenal.
But you're saying that, my man. Yeah, I agree with you. But let's not forget, this is the season where I said, if he's fair, yes. If he does not get injured, and how many games have Thomas Partey missed this season? I think one against Man United, right?
Yeah.
1 or 2 games. And the funny thing is, right, when Man United beat Arsenal at Old Trafford, I actually predict Man United to beat Arsenal. And do you know why I said Man United was going to beat Arsenal? The only reason I said was just because Thomas Partey is not playing. And if he wasn't that game, Man United wouldn't have beat Arsenal. And I'm guaranteeing you.
Arsenal, I think they would have beaten Man United. I think the goal should have been allowed, the Martinelli one, because I think that goal would have been. If that goal was a goal, I think the Arsenal would have beaten Man United. I know Partey's a big thing, but yeah, I agree. Watch them beat City and they lose to the next game. That's just gonna happen. It's just written for Spurs. They always turn up versus City. They know how to play against
I know
City.
it's crazy how they always seems to find a way to play against Manchester City, but I do believe City's gonna beat them. Yes, I said this a few times. I said I know Tottenham always seems to find a way, and their style of football always seems to work against Manchester City. But I do believe City's gonna beat them this time. And yes, let's just quickly finish off with Thomas Partey because I need to go in a live chat and reading everyone's through, and let me know if you agree with me or now. But how these people actually realize how good is Thomas Partey without
this season,
the ball?
yes. This season, yes.
Him without a ball, right? This is, like freestylers, yeah. The guys are so good with the ball. You put them in a football pitch, they would not do nothing, right? And this is what I said, how key is to know how to play. If you want to be a top footballer, you need to know how to play without a ball. And Thomas Partey is just magnificent. He's just a genius without a ball. The guy is just world class. I know he learned a lot on the Simeone tactic, defense without a ball. But come on, it just seems to, if he's fit, if he does not get injured, Thomas Partey, yeah, he becomes a world class centre mid or whatever you want to call him, defensive midfield. Do you agree with me on that before moving to?
I agree. I mean, I didn't think he was that great. I mean, in terms of the first season he had, he was awful. Second season, we saw the Partey. I mean, we saw a bit of the Partey that was at Atletico Madrid. Like, we saw a bit of it, but didn't see all of it. Now we're seeing a Partey that turned up. That is the Atletico Madrid Partey. This is different, man. He is. I mean, I did think he was dead after the first season. I didn't think he would be a success because I didn't rate him. I mean, I rated him before Atleti, and then when he came to Arsenal, I had doubts about it, the move. But Bayern Partey is different, man. On his day, you can debate he's the best. Like, I think Casemiro's probably just edges it. Rodri as well on his day, but he is so good, Partey, man. Like, he is. I would take him, man. He just fits every team. Like, just every team he fits. I don't know where he doesn't.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a top player. Definitely too much quality. By the way, big up to everyone in the chat. Really appreciate the support. Keep smashing the like. Let me know what was your thoughts about the game as well. And remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll be able to say is watch them being City. We've gone through that one. Hope they do beat them. It would be nice for Arsenal, but I want City to beat Tottenham. You guys know that. Clearly, you guys know by now that I do not like Tottenham. I'm not gonna use some kind of words because YouTube may not like it and try to ban me. So I just keep it like that. You guys know what I think about Tottenham. And Liam, I like that. Yes, my man. Yes, this is my boy. This is my boy. Like Mili, my girl. Like Alberto, my boy as well. This is the kind of people that I love it, right? This is the kind of people, like, I was in a club last night about 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Dancing and talking about football. And I said the same thing that Liam just said now. And also I use Tottenham Wood, and then I use Antonio Conte as well. Because when people telling me that Antonio Conte is a top manager, let's move into second half, my man, right now, right? Why did Antonio Conte is 2-0 behind and only make his first changing of the game at minute 71? And this guy is a top manager. You tell me about it now. Tell me, my man.
I mean, Antonio Conte, I do think he's top manager. I think he is, but at Spurs, he's not. But I think that he is a good manager. He's
a good manager, but you cannot call Antonio Conte a top manager, man. He's a top manager with money. Without money, top managers without money is managers like Jose Mourinho. Yeah, You've done it without money, right? This is a
Yeah.
top manager, right? This guy you can
The thing
always
is,
call a top manager.
I mean, the thing I'll say about Conte, I remember at Chelsea, he made Moses some next level player. I do think he can. He is a top manager, but in terms of like league titles, he is. We're seeing, I think, the real Conte without money. That's what I think is.
Yeah, I remember that he won league titles with. Just remember what clubs you won, what situations you won, right? Just remember, try to figure out if you still remember. Like, at Juve, even myself, right?
Mm.
I would won, even a baby would won at Juve with Chelsea, with the money, the players, and come on, let's be honest. Antonio Conte, nah, I don't like him. He's that kind of like nothing against Italy people, but I just don't. He's not even a nice person too,
Yeah.
as well. You look at his face, he's a bloody ugly, rude person, mood person as well. And he's just like a sad face always. Yeah, he's not good. Yeah, I don't like Antonio Conte. I don't care. I don't like Antonio Conte. Like, I don't like Tottenham. Like, I don't like 95% of Tottenham fan base. And it's funny how I keep slagging Tottenham off on all their fans, right? On Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. And guess what? I've been slagging Tottenham off for about 7 months right now, and all the Tottenham fans seem to just be quiet against me. They seem like they haven't got the power to come against me, right? Because they know myself, right? This is not being cocky, this is reality, right? I am bigger, right? My YouTube channel is bigger than Tottenham itself. Tottenham Club is small club. And
Yeah.
yeah, people might call this guy is weird. He doesn't know what he's saying. It's true. I'm actually mean to say that. I'm not actually joking what I'm saying. I'm actually being honest. I am myself. I am bigger than Tottenham. Tottenham is only this tiny, like small thing, yeah? A small thing, that's it. It's a small thing that goes in an Audi Cup, Them Audi Cups. Come on. By the way, yes, let me go in the chat a little bit because this gets interesting as well. Liam says Modric who? I've
Yeah.
said this yesterday, my man, right? And I said that why is Arsenal fans pissed off the fact that Modric signed for Chelsea? Come on, you wouldn't want to pay that much
I
money for
mean,
a player that
it's
hasn't even
Chelsea.
improved.
It is Chelsea.
Yeah, haven't even improved. He's only had 64, 65 appearances in his career. And also, a player that you don't need Modric. Modric is not a player that is going to come into Arsenal squad. I've said this yesterday and before, but let me just say again, because Leon wasn't in the live stream yesterday, right? Modric is not that player that will come in, right? And, have an impact, will bring something that Arsenal hasn't got or when Arsenal needs, right? Arsenal has a lot of similar players like Modric, right? You need someone else, like I've mentioned a lot of times, like a striker, like someone when you need to rotate Thomas Partey. No Modric. Arsenal fans, please. I'm
Yeah.
sure Liam, Millie, Alberto, big Gunner fans, they will agree with me. It's most of like the other fan Arsenal base that have zero football knowledge. Please forget about Modric, right? You do not need Modric. Just forget about that kid, right? He's gone to Chelsea. He might probably will do well in a few years. Let's see. He's a talent. He got quality. But look, you've got lots of quality young players. You've got a squad for future, right? Forget about Modric. Get over, right?
Yeah.
When things do not go on your ways like life, right? Just forget and move on, right? Stop. People still going on about Modric. Modric, why did all Arsenal fans going crazy? And I think for myself, come on, people, just grow the hell up and yes, be happy. Arsenal's having an amazing season. You're top of the league. You're playing absolutely beautiful football. You
Yeah.
have all the reasons in the world as an Arsenal fan to be happy. I just do not get football fans. Honestly, I do not get football fans. But by the way, you agree with me because you said yesterday, right? Do you actually think Tottenham needs Modric? Arsenal need Modric, a player like Modric.
No. I mean, they have. He costs too much. You can get better players than. You can get better players than Madrid.
And hello, mate. He's I don't know what he's doing. By the way, let me just go through it in a live chat. Liam says, "I'm sorry about you, Arteta." Liam, you don't have to be sorry. You know, as a football fan, you know, we've got the rights. Yeah, we've got the rights to doubt about, yeah, when things does not go right. I do that with my club. You've got all the rights and you got reasons. I did the same with Arteta. I given him all the credit for everything that Arsenal's going through this season. Yes, he deserves the credit. We don't have to be sorry, that's for sure. We've got the rights to doubt. Of course, when things do not go right, we got the right to have an opinion, and that is, even if we not agree with
Yeah.
people, we should always respect everyone's opinion. That's what I always say to everyone. I do not agree with most of football fans out there, horrible football knowledge, but you just have to respect everyone's opinion. And Millie says, "Look, I got you wrong. I told him we were going to win. Yes, I know, and I told you you're going to win. You know I did." And Liam, I'm good. I'm hangover. I'm talking a bit too much as well because I feel like I've got still 20%, you know, the alcohol left on my body from last night. That was a heavy night, by the way. Enjoy, of course. We have to enjoy life, remember. And Liam says, whoever that Spurs fans was who attacked randomly needs to be banned for life. And Richarlison, shut up, man, baby. Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Of course, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. 100% ban. Alberto says, still in here. I really appreciate you, my man. Liam says, Spurs trophy cabinet is so empty and full of that stupid in there to fill the lack of trophies. Very, very true, my man. Trophy cabinet full of. I like that. I like that. Spurs isn't our rival anymore. Definitely no, 100%. Who is Spurs, by the way? Who is Spurs? Barcelona will beat Madrid tonight 2-1. Well, I hope so. I really hope we beat them. Supercopa de España, la final today. Millie says, live clown Conklin lands. Yeah, very true. I agree. They haven't won in it forever. Expression, Odzi is crying. Of course, as usually, all the Tottenham fans always cry. I don't think any ever was alive when they won the league. Come on, come on. Tottenham is a small club. They've won what, a League Cup in the last how many years? 25. Last time they won a League Cup was about 15 years ago. I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't think. Sorry, we took their captain, made him a winner, won the league too, and their own house as well. Small club Spurs for sure, my man. I agree, 100%. Yes, Liam, they are a very small club. We need someone who has experience, not Modric. Yeah, absolutely spot on. Absolutely agree with you. I'm not sure what's going on with Dalival. I think he lost some connection. He may have run out of battery as well. Odegaard. Odegaard is class, been an absolutely unbelievable. But it's actually hard to pick who has been Arsenal the best player this season, just because you know you've been having like Thomas Partey, you know, Saka, Martinelli. It's just hard to actually Saliba. It's hard. Sorry, it's hard to pick who has been the best Arsenal player this season. Overall, the team, everyone has been good. Captain Odegaard, baby, yes. Harry Kane needs to leave for the sake of himself and his career. That's for sure. Very, very true. Liam says, agree with me. That's good. Really appreciate that. Onto the ball. Big up to you, my man. Saying Arsenal League. Can't believe it. By the way, big up to you, my man. It looks like it's going to be their year. I just cannot see, like, at the minute, like City, everyone dropping points. Unless Man United goes in the craziest run you ever seen and winning every single game basically until the ends, and then you know manage to catch Arsenal. But I cannot see that happen. But yeah, Liam says Gary Neville will still find something to moan about Arsenal as usually. You're right. You know what Gary Neville is like. Gary Neville is just shocking. His ball knowledge is so bad. I cannot believe. It's just shocking. I see people like Gary Neville. Good, yeah, he was a good right back. He was a good footballer, like Jamie Carragher as well. But yeah, that's so bad. Their ball knowledge is shocking. That's That's how I think. But anyways, big up to everyone. I'm not sure if he's going to come back because I think he lost some signal or he ran out of battery because I think sometimes he streamed from his phone. So I will be sharing the screen right now, but I'm going to give my thoughts quickly into the second half and I will be going really soon because Barca is about to kick off as well. So yeah, I will be going very, very soon. And keep smashing the likes, people. Let me just quickly share the screen with you amazing people. And just quickly, I've reviewed the first half. I'm going to go through in the second half as well. And just bear with me while I share the screen quickly. As you can see in here, the stats. Yeah, the stats looks good for Tottenham. But stats means nothing. And most of the time, stats is lie. But yeah, in that second half, clearly, of course, yeah, Tottenham was the better team, had the most chances as well. They did deserve, to at least get a goal and to come back. But look, Arsenal, I said I was live already for the last 10 minutes of the game, and I said I was a little bit disappointed with Arsenal reaction in the second half. I know Tottenham is the team that is behind. Is a team that has to push it forward. Is a team that has to put the fight and trying to come back. But still, Arsenal should have stopped, stop the way Tottenham have reacted in a lot of times in the second half. That all he was taken, if Tottenham could have got a goal back, before the 60 minute or even the 7 minute, I think this game would definitely have been more goals. And who knows, Tottenham would probably come back. But yeah, in the second half, as I mentioned, a better Tottenham. Clearly, the Arsenal goalkeeper, who even the first half, he made that save from Son shot as well. That was brilliant. But Daly was brilliant in that second half. Top saves as well. Top saves. And Alberto says Gary Neville never give any credit to Arsenal. He always saying how poor the team's playing against Arsenal. It's true, yeah, but it's typical from coming from a Man United, a legend and Man United fan. If people calls him a legend, and yeah, but I agree with Alberto 100%. And as you can see in here, the stats, like, just let me quickly finish off the second half. In the second half, yes, yeah, a few good chances. But yeah, look, Arsenal looks always solid, that centre backs as well. The connection between, that back line for everyone together was really good. Even at times was a bit spaces. Arsenal was giving them away. That was creating Tottenham chances. And but yeah, like I've mentioned, you guys heard me saying this already. Why is Antonio Conte only making his first change at 71 minutes? Does Antonio Conte wants to leave before the end of the season? I just do not get with Antonio Conte. He knows how crucial he is. He's a North London derby as well. He doesn't want to lose. The fans absolutely hate losing against Arsenal. Why you only making your first change at a 71 minute? People need to actually maybe write a book. I don't know. People need to tell me something about Antonio Conte to make me believe that Antonio Conte is a top manager. I will never class Antonio Conte as a top manager. Like I said, I don't like him. He's not top manager. He's a okay manager. Yeah, good. Yeah, average, but he's not top manager. And yeah, today could have done it better. It could for sure. It could maybe try to get Tottenham to a comeback. Yeah, he could. He should have react quicker in that second half. Yeah, he should have react quicker, but he didn't. And people still calling Antonio Conte a top manager. I just do not get. I mean, too poor. Unfortunately, yes, he's just too poor. He's shocking. It's just some of his, like his tactic is poor. Yeah, he's just cannot get the best of his players as well, and it's just shocking. I do not like. Honestly, I don't know. I just don't know what to say about Antonio Conte anymore. I don't know what to say about Tottenham anymore. I've said this. The thing is, I'm not sure if I've got a headache because I'm still hungover from last night, or is actually I got a headache from had enough of talking about Tottenham because I said the same thing over and over and over, but no one seems to believe me, right? I keep saying I predict, right? we are in one season that is actually hard to predict, right? It's very hard to predict, right? We've seen so many surprises out there. There's going to be plenty of surprises out there, but it's funny how I keep saying everything about Tottenham, and it's actually happened so far this season. And yeah, Tottenham will not get top four. If there's people in there still trying to make me, believe that Tottenham will get top four now. By the way, El Clasic is on the way. Kick off right now. I'm going to give 5 more minutes in this live stream and then straight El Clasico. I hope we score in the first 5 minutes. You guys will probably hear me screaming. And vamos Barça, Visca Catalonia, vamos, vamos, vamos. And let me just quickly share. Do you know what? Let me share Tottenham next few games. Let me check as well. League table as well. Look at this. Look how Arsenal fans, right? Forget about Modric. You did not sign Modric. Just look at the table right now. Look where you are, right? What is the date today? 15th of January, right? There's not a single person before the season start that predict Arsenal was going to be top of the Premier League on today's date, 15th of January, and with 47 points, and has only lost 1 game so far as well in the Premier League. Come on, just be proud of your club. Look at the table, how he looks. Just looks sexy. 8 points clear of Manchester City. It does look sexy. I know 8 points, some of you might say is not, I know it's, you lose 1 game, you draw 1, you drop 5 points straight away, right? Then the gap only gets to 3. But this is if City keeps winning their games, right? This is only if City keeps winning their games. But the way City's playing, like I said, how fun is gonna be that, and how crazy is gonna be. Arsenal winning the league in a season that City has Haaland. In a season that City signed Haaland and Julian Alvarez, and Arsenal winning the league. How crazy is going to be this? Absolutely unbelievable. This is why we love the beautiful game. And Alberto says Arsenal won 7-7 London derbies this season. Yes, I mean, Arsenal just been absolutely beautiful, absolutely unbelievable this season. And yes, let me just quickly go through. Is it go El Clasico? Come on, Ronald Araujo, just smash them. Let's smash Madrid. Vamos, 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 vamos. Right, let's quickly go Arsenal the next few games. Just quickly, 2 minutes. I need to go and watch the football. So we got massive game. Wow. Massive few games. Massive next few games. Massive. All the games until the end of the season is crazy. Very, 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 very big games. Look at this, right? I know you got FA Cup against City, but then you got City. You're going to have to start playing City because you haven't played him yet this season. And yes, I mean, a home to Man United. Man United is winning games. What a run that Man United is having at the minute. I mean, crazy. I don't think they're playing very good football now, but they're doing a job, right? And it's just crazy. I cannot believe how Man United was before the season started, at the beginning of the season, and how Man United is doing right now. But yeah, I mean, a tough game. Yeah, would be good to get the 3 points. And you got FA Cup, then away to Everton. You should be Everton. Can't see why not, but you never know. Football, that's what I'm not going to predict. I'm just going through Arsenal next games. And by the way, Madrid's attacking, and Arsenal away at home to Brentford. Brentford's having a crazy season, a good side as well, tough side to beat. And City always, and away to Villa, always a tough game. Yes, tough games, that's for sure. But the fun comes in here, right? This is why I like it, right? This is the fun. The fun comes in here, right? This is the fun because I love talking about this club, right? I love talking about this club, right? I love talking about this club. And guess what's going to happen to this club in the next few games, right? And I always seem to predict this, right? They get beat by City. They will not beat Fulham. It might be a draw. It would be fun if they get beat by pressing an FA Cup. That would just be amazing. That would be probably the end of Antonio Conte. And I still believe, I keep saying, Antonio Conte is going to get sacked before the end of the season. I just go feeling, and I feel the time is getting close because he's going to get beat hard in the next few games, and that's going to happen. And also, we've got Tottenham, Manchester City once again in the Premier League, and they're going to get beat by then as well. Away to Leicester. Leicester, they need some points. They need to start winning games as well, and they probably get beat by Leicester. And then in the Champions League, I do not rate AC Milan, but I think Milan will do them. I think Milan will do them. History as well, a lot of experience, mentality more. Has a better mentality, a strong mentality in the Champions League than Tottenham. I do believe, as a club as well, I do believe Milan's going to knock them out. But yeah, look, that's it, people. Unfortunately, it wasn't the stream that I expect because very disappointing, that's for sure. But look, really, really appreciate every single one of you support. As always, I cannot thank every single one of you enough for all the support. Something's going on with El Clasico. The ref is usually typical now. Let me see what happened before I go. Busquets, yes, what a nasty challenge by Toni Kroos. Yes, what a nasty challenge. That's definitely a yellow card. But anyways, I will be back straight after Real Madrid, Barcelona. God bless you all. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Good night, and I will see you straight after Real Madrid, Barcelona. Thank you, merci, gracias, muchas gracias, and God bless you all. Ooh, Barca close.